I've been using a Tamron 28-75 f2.8 mounted to my Sony for more than a year. I came to know that Tamron has a new edition of 28-75 f2.8 G2 recently, and I reached out to the exclusive distributor in Malaysia, Futuramic Photo AV, and I asked if I could test out the all-new second generation 28-75mm, and I'm glad and grateful that they allow me to do so. Big thanks to Futuramic for the great customer service. The box is similar to the previous one. As for the lens, my first impression is that it's obviously quite different. The gripping of the rubber seal is good, it's solid and more comfortable to hold than the old model, as I am one of those who have sweaty palms. Tamron also added a function button on the lens, as well as a USB-C port for customizing the function and ability to update the firmware through the lens. Similar to the previous model, the G2 also comes with moisture-resistant construction. Let's start with the video first. Weight is about the same with the old version. A bit small to me, but I begin to enjoy it more after a few attempts. I believe lady photographers would love this a lot. The focusing is slightly quicker than the previous version. Usually, I opt for continuous AF and then go for phase eyes AF and allow the camera to do the rest. As a matter of fact, I do not have much to worry about when it comes to focusing for the video with this lens. Even with the G1, it's extremely quick. The phase and eye AF is great too. Of course, it may get out of focus in some extreme situations, but overall, it coped really well in most situations. You could see that under such kind of smoke-covered situation, that even I could hardly open my eyes, yet the autofocus able to do a great job for me. Well, quite a lot of photographers like to go for manual focus, but personally, I opt for autofocus with a lens like this, as the precision of the autofocus is amazingly good. The VXD linear motor focus mechanism that provide fast, quiet, and precise autofocus performance throughout the zoom range. For this G2, it is indeed very quiet that you couldn't even feel it at all. When it comes to camera, I totally have no complaint at all. It's very sharp, even a bit too sharp for my requirement. I even have to tune down the setting of the sharpness to the lowest. Of course, this is very personal. If you love sharp lenses, this one will not bring you down. Despite shooting indoor today, the sunlight from the window is just bright and sufficient. And for a f2.8 lens like this, we just need to set the ISO between 100 to 800. The noise level for such lens at 800 is extremely low. The bokeh blur is great. Consider this is just a standard zoom lens with a constant f2.8 focal ratio. The only setback for this lens is it couldn't reach up to 24mm on the wide side. But if we consider other factors such as the size, the weight, as well as the price, this lens has a good value for money for sure. If you are into straight photography with a zoom lens, I would think a 28-75 with f2.8 is very ideal. Personally, I never feel that straight photography require very wide angle lens. How does it compare? There are a number of improvements on this lens. The feel of the zoom ring is better. It's more compact and lightweighted. This lens is about 8mm shorter than the first generation. The diameter of the zoom ring and focusing ring have been enlarged, and the body area around them have been slimmed down to give the lens a contour profile that make it easy to grip. The uneven shape that fits snugly and naturally in the hand make it more comfortable to hold. I love the fact that the focusing is way faster and it produces great bokeh. As a matter of fact, the bokeh effect is much better than the G1 if you do a close comparison. So if you got Sony E-mount full frame camera and you are looking for a great general purpose zoom that got the f2.8 aperture, the new Tamron 28-75 f2.8 G2 will not disappoint. This second generation G2 lens costs only around 500 ringgit more than G1. It's definitely a justified price. With its good optical performance, fast focusing, compact and lightweighted. a more comfortable gripping tool, and quite a lot of subtle improvement such as better bokeh, better sharpness, even better contrast and color quality, and definitely much more solid and comfortable to hold. As always, I really thanks you guys for joining us for another video. I really hope this could help you to make a decision when you are looking into a good quality, competitive f2.8 lens with an affordable and justified price. Let me know down below on how you think or what's your question about the lens. Thank you so much for watching. Click the like button and please subscribe if you like my channel. And we'll see you soon.